The world's most beautiful skylines are more than just collections of buildings placed close together. They're the facades of entire cities, the front doors to many of the Earth's most vibrant metropolises. It's these man-made horizons that often offer the first impression to visitors and imbue a sense of home to returning locals. But what exactly makes a beautiful skyline, one that is immediately recognizable? Those that are the most harmonious? The cities with the greatest number of individually striking buildings? The answer is, of course, some collection of all of the above. Like when discussing most aesthetic disciplines, visual examples are far more powerful than description will ever be. To that end, AD has rounded up 17 of the world's most beautiful skylines, covering notable favorites like New York City and Shanghai, as well as some lesser-known stunners that deserve more acclaim. Did your favorite make the list?
New York City's skyline, particularly Manhattan's, has truly earned the adjective iconic. Its buildings offer a visual history of the five-borough metropolis, featuring Art Deco classics like the Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building, and then soaring above them, the modern marvels like One World Trade Center. Making it even more striking is the collection of smaller skylines that appear around it, including Jersey City and downtown Brooklyn, all connected by some of the world's most beautiful bridges.
Many have argued that Hong Kong's skyline is not one of the most beautiful in the world, but rather most beautiful. Featuring densely packed high-rises contrasted with Victoria Peak, the view is particularly special at night. This is when the city lights bounce off of the harbor water, creating a shimmering effect.
Hugging the shores of Lake Michigan, Chicago is the third most populated city in the United States. The Midwest metropolis is made famous by many striking supertalls such as Willis Tower, Vista Tower, and Marina City. Seen from afar, these buildings stand as sentinels. They watch over the city and provide a sense of scale to the vastness of Lake Michigan. Chapter 4, Dubai, UAE. If you're a fan of contemporary design, perhaps no city is better to visit than Dubai. It's home to some of the world's most innovative and futuristic buildings. Such buildings include the Burj Khalifa, the tallest skyscraper in the world, and the metropolis crowning jewel. The sheer audacity of the buildings in Dubai is breathtaking.
Chapter 5, Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo is without a doubt one of the most vibrant and culturally rich cities in the world. It's no surprise that its skyline is equally energetic. The Tokyo Skytree and Tokyo Tower pierce the sky. These super tall constructions used for telecommunications and observation decks are beacons in the city. They are also great locations to take in the rest of the skyline.
Chapter 6, Perth, Western Australia. The capital of Western Australia, Perth sits at the convergence of the Swan River and southwest coast. Undulating bridges add a dynamic quality to the cityscape. These bridges, such as the Elizabeth Quay pedestrian bridge seen here, and the Matagarup Bridge, are not just functional, they are works of art. Chapter 7, Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. If a city's skyline includes one of the most spectacular structures from the 20th century, it certainly deserves a spot on the list of the world's most beautiful. Despite not being a skyscraper, the Sydney Opera House undoubtedly defines the waterfront horizon. It offers visual contrast to the high-rises behind it.
Chapter 8, Shanghai, China. Shanghai has one of the most recognizable skylines in the world thanks to buildings like the Shanghai Tower, which houses the fastest elevators in the world. The marriage of architectural and geometric forms, such as spheres, prisms, and cubes, makes the view even more dynamic and visually intriguing. Chapter 9, Singapore. Singapore's skyline does not get its beauty from the sheer number of high-rise buildings on its horizon, but rather from the unique and innovative quality of each. Moshe Safdie's Marina Bay Sands and Wilkinson Air and Grant Associates Gardens by the Bay seen here are such examples. These buildings, which demonstrate contemporary influence, were crafted to provide a distinctive image for the waterfront. Chapter 10, Bangkok, Thailand. Mahanakhon in Bangkok appears almost pixelated, as if it's materializing right in front of its viewers' eyes. It's this building in conversation with other beauties, such as Rosewood Bangkok and the Central Embassy, that make the Thai skyline so compelling. Chapter 11. Tianjin, China. One of China's 17 megacities, those with a population over 10 million, Tianjin's skyline is made even more intriguing by the large Ferris wheel that straddles the Hai River. Named the Tianjin Eye, the ride is built over the Yongle Bridge. It offers incredible views of the cityscape.
Chapter 12. Panama City, Panama. Though often overlooked in favor of more famous skylines, Panama City has certainly earned its place on this list. The ultra-modern towers that make up the city's downtown are exciting and creative. F&F Tower, which appears to twist as it climbs higher into the clouds, is one of the most special buildings in Latin America.
Chapter 13. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. The Petronas Towers, designed by Cesar Pelli in Kuala Lumpur, are the tallest twin towers in the world. Designed in a postmodern style and drawing inspiration from Islamic architecture, the mirror sky highs are defining additions to the Kuala Lumpur skyline. Of course, they're not the only ones. The city has 241 skyscrapers, including Merdeka 118, the second tallest building in the world.
Chapter 14. Seattle, Washington. It only took 400 days to build the Seattle Space Needle, one of the most spectacular landmarks in the United States. With the city's other towers, the Needle appears like the peak of a mountain. This juxtaposes beautifully with Mount Rainier in the background. Chapter 15. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. If it's not Chicago, the Midwest is often overlooked. But as Milwaukee so effortlessly demonstrates, this is a mistake. While on the smaller side compared to some on this list, its proximity to Lake Michigan is key. And then there are buildings by heavy hitters like Santiago Calatrava. These factors make it one of the prettiest in the United States.
Chapter 16. Auckland, New Zealand. You'll find New Zealand's tallest structure, the Sky Tower, designed by Moller Architects in Auckland. Here, guests can take in 360-degree views of the city's skyline from above it. You may also spot a collection of super yachts docked in Viaduct Harbour. These sleek and luxurious vessels add a touch of glamour to the waterfront.
Chapter 17. Toronto, Ontario. No review of the world's most beautiful skylines is complete without mention of Toronto. The tall, sleek profile of the CN Tower next to the sinuous Rogers Centre is a captivating juxtaposition. It is a study in contrasts, with the tower's sharp angles playing off the stadium's curves. All of this is set against a forest of other skyscrapers. Skylines, these man-made wonders, never cease to amaze us. They stand as testaments to human ingenuity and creativity. Each tells a unique story reflecting the history, culture, and aspirations of its city, from the towering skyscrapers of New York City to the graceful curves of the Sydney Opera House. These architectural marvels captivate our imagination and leave us in awe of their beauty. As we've journeyed across the globe, we've witnessed the diversity and splendor of skylines. Each one is a testament to the human spirit's ability to shape and mold the world around us. So, let us continue to marvel at these urban landscapes.